Now back with Coach Ethan Whaley, and it is nice to get one, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. It felt good to get that one out of the way. You know, you got the jitters and the nerves a little bit. I thought we did a really good job coming out on fire, coming out confidently, really set the tone for the game.
You didn't play till Thursday. You made the decision to leave on Sunday and make the two-day trip. We asked some of the players about how long they had to wait to play basketball. Now that's not your fault. that's the schedule. But what was the decision to get here in Sioux City so early about and kind of get settled in?
Yeah. Special Olympics, the NAIA puts on a Special Olympics event for all the teams that are interested to come in and work with the athletes. And that was Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. And so it was important for us to get in by Monday so we could then be prepared to go in, love on those kids. And then we followed the Special Olympics up with a visit to a local elementary school, which is another highlight of the trip for us every year. So we did get here a little bit early, but in our opinion, it was right on time because we came and we hit the ground running with festivities and seeing friendly faces and just making this experience really special for our players, but more importantly for the people we get to be around all week.
You have tournament experience on the men's side. You saw how Coach Tonigal ran that, and then this program has had a tradition of going to the tournament. Is there something about settling in and sort of, I don't know, getting used to the hotel, getting used to the routine, getting used to all that is just better with a little more time?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you could ask me on a given day and I might have a different answer. But you said rhythm and routine, that's so important. And so it has been nice to kind of get in a flow, get in a rhythm. We've known for several days that we're playing at 7 p.m. and so we've kind of tried to structure everything around that the last few days. And so I do believe that we've been able to get in a nice rhythm and it prepared us well for tonight.
We're going to break down the highlights in a moment. We just saw some of the players talking about ready to get back to basketball. They were sort of chomping at the bit. I guess those of us who were kind of watching, we thought, we looked at how the Crossroads League tournament finished up and we said, I think these ladies have this game in them, but maybe they didn't see it down the stretch. So, did you sort of feel like, yeah, that's us?
Yeah. I told Ed Thurman on the radio before the game, it felt like it was October, late October, and we were just about to play our first game because we had such a long layoff. You're practicing, you're beating each other up in practice, and it's like, man, we just want to play against somebody else. So that feeling was mutual throughout our program, and we were just really excited to finally get back out here on this stage, on these bright lights, and play basketball.
Yeah, well, it's a place that has become home to the Lady Wildcats under multiple tenures, multiple administrations, shall we say, and it's kind of good to be back out here with you. Let's look at those highlights from Bryan College and see what these guys, they hadn't lost but one game all season. Did you see anything on film that said we got to watch out for them?
Yeah, I saw a lot of things on film that said that. They're very good offensively when you allow them to get in a rhythm.
See the early three there.
Yeah. I mean, they can make shots and they don't need much space.
And that's Margot, and we saw a lot of that. Did you just sort of wait for her to step up and said this is her time, or is it just a matter of that's where the ball was?
Margot has been doing that all year. It just happened that she had a rough finish to our season. She was taking those same shots, they just weren't falling. But tonight they were falling and made me look like a really good coach right now.
Step back, I forget, did she have 5 or 6?
7 threes, actually.
7 threes, that I like that math.
Yeah, we're gonna win a lot of games if she makes 7 threes.
Even a communication major or prof can do that kind of math. What did you see defensively? We see them being shut down, a little bit of action here, but what I loved is a lot of the things that I saw. There's Nicole finding her rhythm down low, but Margot is hitting and you're doing offensive work. But you got some turnovers, you got some steals. There was a stretch there where they couldn't get a bucket.
Yeah, like I said, when you give them opportunities to get in rhythm, they're really good. I thought for a lot of the game tonight we were disruptive. We bumped them off their timing, and it made it really difficult for them to get the shots they wanted.
Okay, we're seeing here, I don't know, it looks like we're down into the second half here, and closing this game out. Is this the balance you kind of hope for as you're looking at a tournament run?
Yeah. We've been a team that we don't just put it in Margot's hands and say everybody else just get out of the way. This has been a balanced attack. Some nights it's Dayton like we
Dayton
see right there.
Yeah, that was a great moment.
Sometimes it's Nicole like we're about to see here. Throw it to the big dog. Good things happen. Margot gets hot. Harley's had games. We thrive on great balance, and I felt like we had that tonight.
and you've got a little bit of minute. You got some pretty good minutes from your bench, and you're going to need that to win 5 games in 7 days, as we say.
Yeah. That's one thing I'm drawing on from my experience on the men's side is you can't play 6, 7 players. You got to play 8 or 9 out here because you played 5 games in 6 games. I'm sorry, 5 games in 6 days. This thing's a marathon. It ain't a sprint.
Yeah, I think 7. You say 6. I'll take your word for it. Well, there you see Janae, I think, underneath. And that's what I love seeing. It was just that complete game that I think, again, those of us who watched you in the regular season, we saw flashes of that. But down that stretch, the crossover was just so brutal. It's just really, really tough to find that rhythm. Even got Michaela Martini in finally off injury. And she going to be healthy this run?
Yeah, she's starting to come around. She's had a nagging injury that haven't really figured out, but she's starting to feel better, and that bodes well for us.
Well, now, as you said, 5 games in 6 days. Good correction.
The guys have 7. We have 7.
The good news is you didn't play on Wednesday. The bad news is you played on Thursday, now Friday and Saturday. What do you do mentally to get to that next gear? Because this is where you were last year, your first year here, and you got the experience. You got some players now. Okay, is Friday going to be your hump?
Yeah. The thing that it's easy to want to do is kind of overload their minds with information. And we've committed as a staff this year, but specifically this week, to do the opposite of that. We want our players to play in freedom, so we believe less is more. We're going to try to keep it simple and encourage them to play in freedom all night.
Yeah, I heard you at team devotionals this morning. It was kind of a nice little moment when I was in there. You said, we need to start having a little fun. Is that something you've grown into as a coach, that sometimes you just got to say, hey, play ball?
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy. These girls want to please so badly. That's part of why I love this group. But sometimes they forget, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to have fun while I do this. And so we needed that reminder. Our staff prayed this morning before that time and felt like joy was a big word that we needed to play with. And so that's going to be a focus for us. Win or lose, we're going to compete. We're going to be unified. We're going to have a lot of fun.
30 seconds on Northwestern Avaya. They're one of the big dogs in this tournament. They're GPAC. Can you overplan for them, or can you just go out and play like you did tonight?
You can overplan for them, but it won't go well for you. 30 seconds is going to be really hard to do them justice, but I'll just say they're the #1 offensive team in the country. Efficiency-wise, they shoot it at a really efficient clip, almost 49% from the field, and they don't turn it over. So, Randall, you do the math. If you don't turn it over and you shoot 50%, you're going to win a lot of games, and that's what they do. So we got to be disruptive, we got to be physical, and we got to match the level of intensity tomorrow night.
Which is what you did tonight to this Bryan College team, and I think told them, welcome to the big leagues. Coach
Yes.
Ethan Whaley, it's always a joy, and I'm glad that we get to be here another day with TV to watch your ladies play, and it's going to be fun to watch. As Coach said, they will play on Friday night, Northwestern of Iowa. They're one of the Golden Plains Athletic Conference schools, the GPAC as they call it, and sometimes the GPAC schools bring lots of fans, so it'd be great to see some IWU fans here. Again, if you can't be here in person, IWU versus Northwestern of Iowa, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can see it all live here on WIWU TV. Well, when we come back, Roger Alcock checks in from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and will let us know everything about the men's win on opening day. You're watching Wildcat Week Tournament Edition.